Hello, I'm John Proxy on channel John of the West.
And I'm exploding.
And we are having a Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater adventure. And we're dying. We're dying on the ground now. Look at us. We're like, and there's people in our ears going, Snake!
It's like a dirty snake in the grass.
He is. Like, literally, because he's called Snake. I see what you could...
Yeah.
And he's not very clean, let's be honest. And he's in the grass.
That's a trifecta.
Trifecta. That's literally the word I was going to use. Okay, he's all poorly, so I've got to heal him. He's got a cut. Right, is that something that really needs curing?
All of them have to be before you can get out of this bit.
Okay.
So pick one and go for it.
I think I'll go for those broken bones. So I think he needs disinfectant first. Because I didn't listen to any of that, but I'm going to guess because I played... Oh, hang on.
Go for surgery.
Right, disinfect. Disinfect wounds first. Cuts and gunshot wounds, fine.
Sutures.
Splint.
What is it? A broken bone, is it?
Broken bone.
Cigar. That's to cauterize it. Bullet wounds.
Hang on.
That's quite a good one there. You got a cigar?
Oh, I see. Yeah, for cauterizing wounds. So, splint first?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Now, no bandage applied. So I can bandage. I think so. So, we need disinfectant. It's bandage. That didn't do it.
Suffering from a deep cut and is bleeding.
Right, then I need some.
A deep cut needs a suture, does it? Or
Oh, I see. Yeah. Didn't seem to care about the order. Oh, hang on. Did I do that in the wrong order? Is that what happened?
I'm not entirely sure. You know by the end of it you'll be able to do it in seconds.
Right, you disinfect a wound first. What's it? It's up there somewhere in Louise. But it's very good if you've not played it. Like a medical drama game, but it's like hilarious because he's a doctor, but he'll end up like taking bombs out of people with the president and the aliens have taken over. It's just bloody bizarre for like a hospital drama. Yeah, disinfect.
And the styptic, is that like a plaster?
That's for gunshot wounds.
Okay. Stop bleeding though.
Right.
No? Okay. So it shows you the ones that you've used that haven't worked.
Oh no, it tells you the ones you've used.
What's wrong with him there?
They're all cuts. The order doesn't seem to matter. Hang on. That was wrong.
Okay.
So I should have disinfected first. And that. Yeah, I can't do suture anymore. You're wasting items doing this. What the hell do I do now then?
What's wrong? Bone fracture.
Oh,
Splint his chest. Not quite sure how that works.
well, I got cocky at the end there and made a bunch of mistakes because I wasn't reading them.
Alright. Bear down on this, son.
Oh, there's no echo.
Screw you, tree.
Definitely should have had a squirrel fall down with that one. We're alive though. There you go, there's a splint. Where's our chest splint? Like a rib splint or something. Well, we're the world's ultimate soldier, aren't we? So No one's even seen gaseous snake yet. I hope that's a thing one day.
Good job,
like, gonna,
Snake.
Like,
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
They will try. I mean, tech mode didn't save them from guiding.
Dun 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 dun.
Helicopters.
Yeah, I just needed one.
Oh.
They're gonna drop a shadow hod on me.
It's the only way to be sure.
Shago hod.
A shadow hod, sorry. It's not quite FTG.
No.
That looks very futuristic. Like... they had to do something to go, how do we make pre-Metal Gear Metal Gear?
Yeah.
And I'm not entirely sure it makes sense, but I'll go with it. I'll go with it. Aww. Emotions. But is it possible to find love on the battlefield? If you're called Otacon.
If you're called Otacon, possibly.
Oh, there isn't an hour in this game dedicated to the torture of Otacon. I mean, apart from that Russian bloke, he's like a free Otacon, I guess.
Yeah.
Does he just permanently pose that guy?
Protocon.
Protocon, yeah. What's wrong with his face? Oh, that's lightning scars. So why is everyone working for this blatantly crazy person?
This is Russia. They can't see in Russia. They got like blind. Well, they got madness blindness.
Thanks to the boss and her
Brian
cobras,
from Tekken.
I have both Sokolov and the Shago hod.
Does he have a weird sense of smell? Because he's a cat man.
Yes.
What are we going to do with the girl? Who is she?
Yeah, who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
Oh, I know who that is. But she wears glasses and obviously is quite conservative, so...
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear.
Did they nick this playing with people on then?
A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
She does.
That's Eve, right?
Shall we take her
I
back
think
to
I
base?
met her. That's how that's how far I
Perhaps
got
we should.
originally. But that was
We have
that's
no
like a
further
decade
use for
ago.
Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
I don't know enough about American culture to know what the Alamo is. I know what...
It's their equivalent of Zulu.
Okay.
Pretty much. A war they lost. Well, not a war, a battle they lost. It's the last man kind of thing. I think.
I take it there's nothing... Well, there's nothing romantic about Vietnam. Well, our Zulu is just like, oh, should we drink tea? Oh, invite these natives. Well, I'm not sure, Michael Caine. So he just survived a nuke. He didn't even have a fridge. I have to assume that's really, really, really far away. Also, this is brave imagery for a Japanese game.
Yeah.
I don't remember this bit. Like, I said I got to Eve, but I don't remember hardly any of these bits.
It was a save.
Oh, there we go. We have to keep out of the time because Luca has to go home.
Yeah, I'm one of those lame people that has to go home.
We would have got more One Piece episodes in if I didn't force you to watch 40 minutes of Metal Gear.
What a thrill. With darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill.
It's better than most of the last Bond songs we've
Searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart. When you're so supreme.
Yeah.
I give my life, not for honor, but for you.
We're not skipping this time.
That's fair enough. I wouldn't want you to. It's a great intro.
Time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you.
It's the best bit so far. There should be more dancing ladies though. Be listening to the lyrics, I guess.
Yeah, they're great.
You go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's so deep, the trial to survive. For the day.
Pretty sure it's the only song in existence that talks about being a tree frog.
You really must love Bond for this to exist.
I think this one, rather than going for big messages, I think he just wanted to make it all out. Something enjoying himself kind of thing.
I think there still is a theme though.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I think it's less meta than the other ones.
well yeah, the second one especially is kind of exploded in madness. So I guess we're on our new mission 1 week later. Bloody hell, he doesn't take breaks.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point.
It's strange to see actual
Drone oil
cutscenes.
pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around.
Airspace
Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you've been given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad.
Seems like a grim job to do.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Did he get
Would you do me a favor
a
and tell the
robot
suits about
arm?
visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you, too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. Yeah. This Fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
The situation has changed. We've still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what
Here's me saying about cutscenes.
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban.
Well, we can't. That's illegal. Actually, no. 1964.
This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
Sure.
Presumably after
they decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger.
They're going to explode us?
Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
It's when they moved in all the robot
President Johnson. Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert.
Wait 100 seconds and we hear no violence, we'll turn it down to yellow.
With the
and
help
100 seconds more and we'll stop.
I
was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
The door of my bathroom.
I should have contacted you myself.
And the lock is broken.
Did you know that one of
Do you
our
reckon I'd be able to
soldiers
find like
defected
something that
to
hangs
your
off a
country
door
a week ago?
with a picture of Captain Picard on it saying engage?
So you haven't heard that. The man who arranged the defection was a group colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin?
He's called Yevgeny.
Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war.
What? She led them to victory in World War II? Fuck off, did she?
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2
He's
miniature
very honest to the Russian leader.
Shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago.
Remember the Alamo, Davy Crockett.
Serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the Boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
This is the third time
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The Army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device.
But you only know that this
you
is
must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence?
Yes, preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement.
He wants him dead!
Continued relationship.
So I was trying to do that really quietly.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion.
At this stage, he's like...
Disposal?
We're watching a film right now.
If you fail...
And he's dropped the pretense.
The beginning of a new world war.
I assume the game starts, like, now, but...
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale
it's better
nuclear
than it was,
conflict,
to be honest.
we have to prove
it's
that
more
America was
cutscene,
not involved
but it's
in that
not
explosion.
interrupting every 5 seconds.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under.
Well,
there's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
Oh, hang on.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
Girl love.
There was a defection in September 1960. You remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks.
I don't know who Adam is.
Also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need
Our
to
brother-
rendezvous
our
with him when you
brother
get there.
is called Adam. I know who he is. That beard in a wig?
Beard in a wig?
A beard in a wig.
Oh yeah, it's just long, or it just might be a dark shade.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
What we may have to do is like play Broventure, the newest one, on a harder difficulty after we've already played it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I might want to look up what that thing is. I guess that's a subtle difference from the controls.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm gonna have to kill all my broken bones again.
Hey, he landed, he's cool.
No, I had to roll. They look like it hurt.
I could have sworn the first person view was easier to do on this, on last time I played it.
Well, it might be because the controls have been changed.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have a little fiddle. with the controls after this codec conversation.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokola. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss?
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand?
Why didn't you hire
You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
I must have missed that one.
God damn it.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany.
And then
The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But the wrong one.
But I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels that was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right, then. Major Zero it is.
Right, so you just have to make that quick reference to David Bowie.
From
for no
Square
reason.
Zero.
Yeah.
My frequency is 140.85.
You know,
Oh, I almost
is it the
forgot.
newest game with the
Paramedic
Diamond
is
Dogs
with us
in?
again on this mission.
Is it David Bowie album?
Last chance too.
If we fail, she'll have her medical license.
There's about 9
more
characters
or
that
less
look
the
like
same
David
kind
Bowie,
of
including the boss. Looks
Her
like David
frequency
Bowie.
is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. We'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility.
Sure, one of them is. One of them
If you
is.
have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Who did we lose?
Mr. Sigint.
Paramedic.
Got it.
And boss.
And Bob.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
That's handy.
Yes,
It
meet
means
up
we
with
don't
Adam
have to use
first.
the same
He's cleared the
resources.
way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
I won't know
You'll
from
know
Adam.
once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and "Lali Lule Lo."
Lali Lulelo. Gotcha.
Kyle, everyone
You've
gets
been
that first
equipped
time.
with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent.
There we go.
To the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission.
Fine.
Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war.
Let's try
Keep
not
that
to
in
do
mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Right. Well, I've been shot. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to say again then. So I've got I lost all my food from last week.
Oh.
I've got a calorie mate though. I'm trying to save. That's not the same button. Why is there a tune option? When's the last time the actual game
force you to find one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think you can find them before you're given them. Yeah, at least some of them.
Yo! You're Snake, aren't you?
And you're Sigint?
None other.
I heard that you're an expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Close.
Huh?
I am the expert on weapons, equipment, and cutting-edge technology.
Ah.
I'm the guy that designed your trank gun, active sonar, and motion detector. If you want to know anything about weapons or equipment you find in the field,
right?
just send me a message and ask. Later.
I think. I have the feeling. I don't know, like, because I know bits and pieces. Hang on, it's same paramedic at the same time.
Snake,
Yeah.
it's so good to hear
So
from
I'm
you
gonna have to
again.
hear in another film.
Same here. It's been a week, hasn't it?
4 days, actually.
Huh.
I visited you in the hospital. You were still unconscious, though.
Then you must have seen me naked.
Yeah, but you were all wrapped up in bandages and tubes, so I couldn't do anything but look.
Better luck next time.
Let's hope so. But seriously, don't forget that you were
Smooth
like that
guy.
until just yesterday. In fact, you really shouldn't even be on this mission. Keep an eye on your stamina gauge. If you start to run low, don't push yourself. Eat something to replenish your stamina. And try not to get yourself hurt.
So do they
If you're
keep all
wounded
these
or get
things
bitten by a
for Metal
venomous
Gear
animal,
Solid
go
4?
into the survival viewer immediately and treat yourself
what
using Cure.
The
Yeah,
extra modes
I can see you still know how to
The
navigate.
curing yourself.
You're
doesn't
welcome. And I can
come
see
into
you
it
still
again.
don't know when to keep your mouth shut.
And the
By the way, I heard you're going to lose your medical
your
license
suit
if this
is kind
mission
of more
fails.
futuristic. Because
Yes,
obviously
there was talk of
time
that,
difference
but the
between this
mission
and that.
won't fail.
But the
will it?
camouflage thing
Of course
is in
not.
it, kind of.
Good. I believe in you.
Well, no,
But you know
in
what? I
a
really
few
don't
weeks.
care about my medical license.
Didn't they use that to
Well, it's
force you to
Friday, isn't
participate
it?
in this
I could go
operation?
out after you leave.
No, I
It's
volunteered.
partay.
Why?
That's what.
So that I
that's
can
the
watch
lingo.
over you.
Okay.
Snake, you're the best agent I've ever seen. But you push yourself too hard. You're reckless. Someone has to stop you from getting into
Lost
trouble.
all of his
To
reps.
make sure you and the boss don't kill each other.
Well, we have to kill each
So
other.
that's why I volunteered. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better guardian angel than me, right?
Thanks.
There's
Stop right
a
there.
proper conversation going on
You
outside.
can thank me when you get back.
All right.
Try to ignore that because I. Did we save?
No.
Damn it. Do you have a time?
I don't have a time.
Device? So I made it so auto goes off, so it didn't show, so it doesn't show anymore. But I just like.
Okay, good luck, Snake.
Thanks.
We're good, I think we're good for the time being, but
Pardon me.
we've got a little bit more leeway now. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep rolling. 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 Hands up and hands down.
Drumujic.
What'd you call me?
Drumujic.
Shakuki.
No.
Am I supposed to be going backwards?
Oh yeah. Got some moves.
Snake eater. Do we get to eat horse? I mean, obviously we've eaten loads of horse because people keep sneaking in our beef. But
Yeah, the pies I really like disappeared from Sainsbury's soon after that.
I've probably not eaten any horse to be fair because I don't eat that sort of food. But oh no, there's an actual in-game horse.
Yeah.
But in the newest one, you'll be able to ride a horse and hide behind him
Oh yeah.
by leaning.
Yeah, and they'll be like, oh, that's fine, it's just a running horse with a saddle on it.
He's allowed.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet. That arm still hurt?
Because she can see. She's a soldier.
What are you doing here?
A super duper soldier. Ah! She's got psychic powers. So where did she get the futuristic suit?
Bond villain camp.
It tends to be, it's from the 70s.
Go home.
Did you stop taking my weapons apart? Oh, that was our cool weapon, wasn't it? It's just
Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
A woman.
I'm not your boss anymore.
That's still your code name, right?
There's nothing for you here.
It's a bit of a confusing code name. Like,
Go
if it's
home.
just a sergeant gets that.
Go back to your boss.
You're my boss.
There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America.
Those bullets don't seem to be fitting the job.
How's I'm gonna go home?
That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry.
Ooh, she gets lightning. Ooh, hang on.
The border is 60 miles south.
Where's that creepy dude?
You ought to be able to run that far.
She being controlled by a creepy dude.
Why'd you defect?
I don't remember.
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs?
You threw me off a
Your
bridge.
duty to your unit or your personal feelings?
She
You don't
has that on just to take it off at dramatic
But
moments.
sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well.
Give me 10 hours.
Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long.
Was that her bandana or something?
Yeah, he grabbed it as he fell off the bridge.
If we meet again, I'll kill you.
Am I gonna have to heal myself again?
Now, go home.
And now we're gonna have a conversation with Major Bloody Tom.
They check timeage.
It should be about half
This is
past, I
Snake.
reckon.
Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
It's not good.
Don't
Enemy
break
scouts
anything.
are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's
There is
impossible.
always a problem.
The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe.
Ignore
that
Luke.
a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. She'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Right, well, I will carry on with that, Luke. He'll be back soon. To help me out. Or I'll make him do stuff. But,
What was that?
In the back room. Right, they immediately found me.
It's alright, we're still good.
Try and not kill people?
It's up to you. You said you were going to do the first part about killing anyone, at least.
Yeah.
You've done that.
I'm evading. Are you going to climb over or are you sitting back there?
I might sit back here, I've only got 10 minutes.
You've only got 10 minutes, but yeah. Could you move the mouse for me? Just ever so slightly.
Is it on the screen, is it?
It's just sitting where it needs not to be. There we go, that's all. Oh yeah, you do only have 2 minutes. Oh yeah.
How do you know? Where did they show the time?
Underneath stop. Big red button.
Oh yeah.
Oh crap.
This is HQ.
Trying to play like whack-a-mole with them.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby.
Who's that? Radio, call HQ.
This is HQ.
Stop juggling!
Maybe you change the controls to PS3 next time.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
Where is it saved?
I don't know.
Couldn't be too long ago.
No, it wasn't too long
Or
ago.
just a cutscene.
You wanted to have me not start an all-out war.
That's okay. This is your playthrough, mainly this one. Basically, the last one straight away.
Yeah, okay, let's check the options in here. So, real-time cutscenes, letterbox, full screen, what? Captions on, camera, and view. Oh. Thought we'd have the control options.
Maybe you have to do it from the actual exit screen, outside screen.
Oh, I'm gonna suicide. I feel like I don't shoot the because I don't get through the crazy. But
we know a way through it.
I think so. Well,
I expect the gates to do.
yeah. How have you guys not killed me yet? So we killed someone.
I think it's the bigger areas.
Hey, what the hell?
Not kill people.
And I'm not going to keep this up all the way through.
Did it reload?
Because
that kill will stay on your thing, won't it?
Oh, that's a good point.
Huh? What the hell?
Well, I'm dead.
Stay down, don't move.
What's this?
HQ. This is HQ.
Fine.
Not on the base, so it's like, stand up, run.
Alright, we're just loading the game straight up. Although we've only got 10 minutes. It's very us, but let's just jump straight back in.
Oh yeah.
Come on! Go loading! Woo! Cars light! And we're in Operation Snake Eater. Yes, we are. From the HD collection.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
also the Legacy collection. Wasn't really sure what the point was.
I'm surprised they haven't released it on this gen yet.
Or even shinier.
Yeah. Because they released them all on PS2, didn't they?
Yes.
And then they re-released them all again on PS3 and Xbox 360.
Well, maybe on the Xbox they'll be able to. Everything gets next gen on Xbox with the rewind feature, whatever that's called.
How many have they added to it now?
Still only about 10, but they've got to get their permission, and then they've literally got to like convert them.
All right. The only thing I was worried about was, are you going to be able to get the niche titles? Like, is it Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon? Because they're so old now, are they even going to bother? Or is it just going to mainly be Call of Duty?
Hang on. I've got a gun. Let's go find her all. Hang on. Alright, yeah, what's that?
What's that gun?
We got the hanging snake as well.
Oh yeah, you're through. You going to attempt to save, or?
I'm trying to skip the cutscene. We can check to see if pausing exists.
Alright, yeah, we're getting to the horsey bit, are we?
Yeah, we're gonna. We're using up your 10 minutes.
You don't like that snake, do you?
Oh, he's cheeky.
Gotta go.
He looks tasty as well. I am snake eater.
Right, now we find out whether it pauses or not.
Yes! So there's Snake. That was me pressing start.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
Right,
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed.
Yeah. No pause. The hell, game? Really? No bloody pause. Okay, let's save. Which isn't the most exciting thing in the world, I appreciate, but... And then I've got like 5 minutes to see how far I can get before Luke runs out of the room.
Do you want to save?
An interesting movie again.
Yeah. Just... Please don't. And we'll see if... we'll see if we can get to, Adam. Don't remember
Hey,
Adam.
Snake, have you ever seen Forbidden Planet?
No, can't say I have.
It's about this expedition that goes to the planet Altair 4 in an ultra-fast spaceship. When they arrive, they meet the survivor of the last expedition, Dr. Morbius. Dr. Morbius was exploring the planet along with his daughter Altera and the versatile Robbie the robot.
Yeah, it's where Robbie the robot.
Ignoring the doctor's warnings, the expedition team is suddenly attacked by an invisible creature called the Monster from the Id. The special effects they use for the science stuff were really neat. I wish I had a robot like Robbie that could make anything I wanted it to.
I'm more interested in that invisible monster. If I were invisible, I wouldn't have to bother hiding.
Yes, invisible
or wearing
is in
camouflage.
very, very cheap.
Maybe someday you'll be able to turn invisible.
Yeah, that'll be the day.
Is that this game, or is that a reference to we're gonna do stuff like that later? Oh, well, no, hang on. Cyborg Ninja can turn invisible. What am I talking about?
I think he's before this. So, yeah.
What the hell?
Stay down. Don't move. I know you get finicky and you want to stand up.
Patrol here.
So this has to
We
happen,
have
right?
evidence of an
Because of the
enemy
explosion.
intruder. Commence alert formation.
More likely, yeah.
Use extra caution.
I've only got normal caution.
Yeah.
Right. Very tense, guys.
Dun 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 dun.
Thanks, Luke.
Dun dun dun.
I don't know what direction I'm facing.
You keep on turning.
It's more exciting. I found him. So we literally have to wait a minute. Luke has to go in 10 more of those. I've got no weaponry. They don't seem to be able to kill me unless I let them. I just don't want to get elephant again. I feel like we did better than elephant last time.
Yeah, I thought we did as well. And the fourth one I got really good, but I didn't get the final one because after completing it 5 times in a row, I got a bit bored.
You really are. So there's going to be no Luke work in the 4th game for our recording.
I mean, it would take me a while to get used to it. Well, I'll have to remember stuff, obviously, but
I must pass it to Luke more often than this then.
I got to the point where you get a gun that powers up from the sun. So I did that to use no ammo, so I wouldn't need any. It's from another one of his games. You've got to hold it up to the sunlight and it charges it and you get like 5 shots.
Huh. 20 seconds.
And trying to do a motorbike chase while trying to shoot people on the hardest mode where if they shot you like twice you're dead took a while, but you could reload instantly, so it wasn't an issue.
4, 3, 2, 1. Woo!
This is HQ. Understood. Return to your position.
Oh, thanks again. Where am I trying to get to? Oh, I see.
Same place as last time.
Can't turn around. He's not a killer. Oh my word, it's taken a lot of patience on my half. My part even. He walks into him and he's really angry.
If he didn't see you then, I think it's safe to go to the move. He stood up in his peripheral vision.
I know I should crawl.
I don't know if you can get further, then go further.
I'm in a swampland.
Right, I'm going to put my shoes on.
Okay, while Luke puts his shoes on, I will keep my shoes on. My slippers on. He will keep, Snake will keep his shoes on.
Snake will keep his shoes on. So you just jog, surely you should say if we start jogging to an area that you just did perfect.
But that was only like one room.
You can always skip the dialogue, you know.
Ah!
You're trying to jump.
Yeah, I did try and jump. It did not work. How did I magically stab him? The dinosaur? The crocodile.
Same way you magically stab all dinosaurs.
I don't know. Oh, are we going backwards? I'm not sure what I'm intending to do right now. Alright, we're in Tamuchi. We're south.
Right. Is that the beginning again?
I have no idea.
Might be. Come on, keep on going, at least you'll know your way around.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's because we're crawling underneath this log. Crawling underneath this log. Crawling underneath this log.
That's where you got your backpack from.
Okay. What? So I went the wrong direction in the beginning?
Yeah.
So I've got to go past that bloke again?
Possibly.
Oh, bollocks.
Oh, box.
Right.
Oh no, biscuits have got into my bag.
Ah, biscuits.
Some these.
I got hit by a crocodile again. Again.
What's the problem with it?
I can't roll in the mud.
Shadow hogs.
Right, so I've achieved nothing so far. I managed to walk past the bloke I wasn't supposed to walk past.
Possibly.
Aw.
Oh, man. Right, this is where groups are.
Right, I ran past him.
One is the left, isn't it? That's the right. But you're going to go up the tree again, eh?
I didn't die.
I'll let you finish the video off without me. I've been the explodey.
Right, the explodey's off.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.
We've only got like 3 minutes, but
Who's that? I don't know.
Who's that?
right, I've been Job Proxy on channel John in the West.
I've been exploding.
And we've been having a Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater adventure.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see you next time.